floppity hanging everywhere.
Flippity floppity. Ross, get out of my video here. We're about to start punching stuff.
Punch that big.
He did punch that big. That was my brother. He's going to be helping on this project. So here's what we got. This is a rod saver. Recessed foot plate. This is made for motor guide size-wise. You see I got a motor guide that's on here. We're going to be swapping that out for a Minn Kota Ultrex. Some of the things used for this project, of course, just a regular little shop vac, DeWalt drill, whatever drill you have. You probably have to cut a 3/4, ½ inch, 3/8 hole, because there's a template that comes with it. A jigsaw, because we will be cutting in fiberglass. We'll probably do a time lapse or hyperlapse so you guys can see that. And we're gonna have to do some test fitting, because of course it's all about comfort. This is my butt plate, my little seat that sits up here. I'm gonna do some test fitting. We're gonna take this guy off probably, just so we can kind of get some movability, move around, because it's gonna need to come off anyway. But we'll get started. Alright, so here's what we did. Went ahead and pulled the, we're going to need to get into here anyway. So I'm going to do a little cleaning while I got this out. The transducer's been pulled off. The Ranger comes with a front clip that's on here that you can pull off with screws. You can see down in here. We're about to have fun with this foam. And you can see those tubes. Oh my God, I have no idea. This center bowl right here, this is a drain that comes through all your boats. We're gonna have to line it up for the tube that's on the bottom of this guy right here. And it's a drain. You can see that drain hole right there. It's gonna come down in the center. But we went ahead and pulled the front off because this is gonna make it easier once we go ahead and start cutting this guy in. I think we're gonna bite off the whole project, right?
He's scared.
He's not scared. So we're gonna go ahead and start with this plate. And then we're going straight Minn Kota. Now, to kind of piggyback off one we were saying a second ago, we're kind of going two projects at once, right? So this motor guy's coming off. Now, on the bottom side of here, there are lag bolts that go through here and goes through your fiberglass bowl. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and loosen those guys up. Probably fit the Minn Kota on here. One of the reasons why I probably want to do both at the same time, I was kind of wanting to do the foot plate, then the Minn Kota, but I don't know how it's going to sit on the front of this. So I want to set it so I can bring my actual foot around and then do a test fit. So you're going to be watching this work for a little while, but that's the plan, is just kind of bite it all off. Go big or go home.
We're gonna either mess it up or mess it up.
No, we're not going to do either of those. We're actually going to do a professional job. Alright, so what you saw was the motor guide come off. It does have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts that were in there. I went ahead and cleaned this piece up. Here's the unboxing of what's about to go in here. So it's a Minn Kota Ultrex. You probably heard me say that about 75 times, it feels like. But this is going to be the bad boy. So this goes with biting off everything. So I think, like I said, with the adjustment for the foot, it's probably gonna be best if we go ahead and set this on here now. We're gonna actually come across here. It needs to come off the front. It needs to come off just a little bit when you're setting it. Then we're gonna have to line all our bolts back up, do a little bit of adjustment and tweaking. But by doing that, once it's set in place, I can verify where I want my foot. Once I verify I want my foot, this guy goes in. So, hey. Pray we don't tear up any fiberglass. Keep the rain off of us. And a little Weezer playing, and we'll see what happens. Well, professionals do it in about an hour, but me and my brother, it's gonna be set up tight. So these guys right here, you see a total of 6. They're locking in tight. We got you got them all in there, don't you?
Yep.
He's tightening it up from the bottom right now. And you can see the alignment on here. This guy is imperative. Like, remember, this has got to be off the front. You'll probably see in the video where we were fidgeting all around. It's because you got to make sure you got enough to get your actual prop over the front. And then the motor guide was a little bit different. It was actually a little farther out this way, but to get the alignment the way we wanted it. So the next thing we got to do is just, there's an gas impingement, this little pin right here. This is for your assist. We'll get that set up and drop it down. As you can see, this is usually probably, I don't know, maybe an hour or so installation, but me and Ross like to make sure everything's done properly. You know, we got some tools out here. He's putting in the gas pin right here. So this is the main reason, just so you know, why I went with, 2-part reasons why I went with this guy. But one, oh my God, if you've ever fished hours and hours and hours up and down, up and down, up and down, this gas impingement is going to make life so much easier. Just dropping this guy down. Of course, it being electric, and then this guy. So this is the iPilot. This is going to be a part of the what everybody here is spot lock. We're slowly but surely making progress. This is set in stone. This is good. We've got all the bolts in. Everything, of course, has been dropped up underneath there. It's on the side over here. We're gonna get, once we get the gas impingement, everything locked in, we're gonna drop the motor back on, test it, make sure everything looks good. And essentially, once we hook up the iPilot, we're done. But you can see, you can't probably tell, but yeah, the rain's coming in. So we'll check in a minute. Hey, Ross. Yeah.
Don't want to get the instructions wet. Very important.
Yeah, we got a little bit of an intermission right now. Oh my God. It's coming down. Yeah, baby. Yes. Yes, this is when the real magic happens.
See,
oh, show the hard part.
I'm trying to.
Turn your side. That looks good.
It's not moosed. It's not moosed up.
This is
it. I had it moosed up. The camera would explode.
Ross, can we explain
the
why?
camera would explode with. Look at me. Look at me. This guy's handsomeness.
Can we explain why 2 40-year-olds are sitting this close together?
Because we're on a boat, sunstorming.
Actually, it's pretty nice now. This is behind the scenes of State Line's YouTube channel. It's got 3 followers.
1, 2.
1 and 2. Me and you follow it. But look at this mess up here. Yeah, baby. We'll get back to it. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to leave it as is tonight. So you can see everything's laced up. She's installed the impingement springs on there. It's all tightened down. But there's a lot that goes in to this guy. You gotta set home position. Of course, with the iPilot, it has to go on there. A lot of the videos I saw basically is like, you know, took 1 hour and it was done. But we still have my low wrench unit. This guy right here, right? And it's got a transducer that's built onto it that goes for it. It's just chirp sonar. It's nothing high end, but it doesn't come. So we got to figure out to go down the shaft. We got to set the home unit. So we're gonna leave it off here for tonight. We'll clean it up. You can still hear it's raining here in Georgia. And this guy right here, he's still reading instruction books. So, like always, smash the like button. Peace.